been preoccupied of late with questions of morality. Good and evil. Sometimes the delineation is a sharp line. Sometimes it's a blur.
You've been asking about me. I thought it was time we spoke. You and I have a lot in common. We're nothing alike. What exactly are you going to do?
Let the devil out.
Maybe it isn't only about justice, Matt. Maybe it's about you having an excuse to hit someone. Maybe you just can't stop yourself.
I don't want to stop. I am what I do in the dark now. Not even God can stop that.
Be careful that you don't become the monster.
I'm Daredevil.
A man's evil does not make you good. There's a wide gulf between inaction and murder, Matthew.
Take the shot, Red! Take the shot!
You don't get to destroy who I am! You will go back to prison! And you will live the rest of your miserable life in a cage!
Take your shot!
Guilt can be a good thing. It's a soul's call to action. The indication that something is wrong. The guilt means your work is not yet finished.
Maybe I'll stop him. For good this time.
I'll tell the world who you really are.
Hello and welcome to the stream. We're going to be answering various questions about the fan-made Daredevil game from the developer and 2 actors from the game. And I'm actually not the interviewer. I'm just the only one that apparently knows how to start off the stream. So
just a crippling anxiety.
The crippling anxiety.
Whenever you're ready with the questions, we will be ready to answer.
So, what made you want to start working on a Daredevil game?
Basically, because after that prototype, from the PS2 era, I was like, Daredevil has not had a game in about, I think, 8 years. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, like
So
it was
I
like early
just said-
2000s, right?
Yeah. I was like, I might as well start this project up. Because I did try it before and then I failed miserably. Then I just put it off to the side for like 2 years and then came back to it. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to full on go head on straight away. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. That's
So,
basically my answer on that.
For the Hand and Bullseye actors, how excited are you guys to play them?
Very excited because this was something I was not expecting. To tell you the truth, I just submitted my thing, and then I just got offered it. I got offered it right away, and I'm looking forward to the experience, something new and different. So, I voiced some animations before in the past, but yeah,
Really?
doing a video game is something different. So yeah.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
Huge Daredevil fan. Since I was like 7. I found this thing through Reddit, and I may be answering. We may be answering a couple of your questions already, but it was one of those things where it's like, hey, you're making a game.
Yeah.
I've been voice acting for 6 years, 8 years. I can't remember which one it is now. And he's like, great, we need a bullseye. And I was like, I was expecting to do a thug or something like that, some 2-bit character, you know. And he was like, no, we need a bullseye. Here's some lines that I wrote up, and here I am. So I'm still processing it some days.
Yeah, I won't lie. This is my first time doing something like this because I also saw one of his posts off of Reddit, and I really just wanted to cover this on my channel. And are there any iconic moments from certain adaptations, or you guys are inspiring your performance from, like the Daredevil show, or have y'all read any like comic books growing up and stuff?
I've read Devil's Reign and all that. I was like trying to get the concept of how Matt feels and all that stuff. I was like trying to, like sort everything out. And then I was like, I think I should literally start reading more into Daredevil and all that.
Nice.
And then I just got really intrigued with it, and I was like, yeah, I like this character a lot. So I was like, yeah, might as well just finish the game off and everything and all that stuff,
Yeah.
etc. I'm just wondering what other questions you got for us as well.
Well,
So
are you two wanting to add to that by any chance?
Brian also has to answer the question. So
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted to go next or not.
no, you go.
Yeah, sure. So when it comes to, acting, if they provide a picture, I just look at it and just decipher what the character sounds like just by looking at it and just seeing what if there's a description in the background. I just try to implicate what they're looking for. And inspirations when it comes to ninja, I as a martial artist, I've been doing it for 25 years, a
Really?
little over 25 years. Yeah. So just getting that inspiration and just, finding, the voice for that. It's just, it's all about fun and playing around of what you can do. And yeah.
Wow, you guys really, because I'm not gonna lie, this be my first time. Like, it was a struggle trying to think of good questions, but it's like you guys answer like multiple when you answer one.
yeah.
Oh,
I've been a raging psychopath for 27, almost 28 years. So when he was like, "Can you play Bullseye?" I was like, "It's right up my alley." As far as adaptations go, I mean, I'm familiar with the character. I went back and I read everything from the 60s to the 80s, the Miller run, the Bendis run, the Kevin Smith run with Guardian Devil and things like that. So I'm intimately familiar with these characters, and as far as adaptations go, there's a really cool scene in one of Frank Miller's books where Daredevil comes to Bullseye with a gun and wants to play Russian roulette with him in his hospital bed. And it's very good. I'll find the issue because I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'll find the issue and I'll get it to you.
Because with this Daredevil game, I've also been picking up comics and stuff, like more of Daredevil too.
Yeah. You got any other questions that we've got?
So, what is something you are most excited for the game? Like, it's just a general question for everybody.
For me, it's just putting my voice and putting a character to life. I've always, dreamed of just whatever character that I voice. I want to make it come to life in a video game or in an animation or whatever, and just being able to see like, oh yeah, that's me that I voiced that. So it's just one of those accomplishments that even the smallest ones that you do is very rewarding, and
Hmm.
it's what I see when when this project goes further.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
gotta I gotta piggyback off that beautiful answer. That's
It was a
like
great answer.
like the validation that you get, like hearing your voice come out of this character and being like, I brought that character to life. There's nothing like it. In terms of what I'm excited for most in this game, I really want to see a lot more of the Catholicism and the complexity of Matt's character, like battling this dichotomy of Daredevil and what Daredevil means and how it conflicts with who he is as a person and who he is as a religious person. Um, that balancing act is always very cool to see.
Yeah.
hmm. I'm just really, I just like the making the game like, oh, what's it? How do you describe it? Like getting to the experience, you're actually experiencing it as the character's point of view,
Yeah.
and then when the player's like beating, well, Brian's character up multiple times with a load of blood,
Like
a
at
load of blood.
yeah, like at the end of the day, you made that, you know.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm literally sole developing it, but my other developers having a little break, so fair dues to him. He's still in the team, so he's just I'm just letting him do his own thing for a little bit, come back, etc., etc. He
So
probably is watching right now, so
is it in total
yeah.
two devs, including you, or
It's me and the other dev. So yeah, but at the minute I'm just sole creating it at the minute until he's
Yeah.
finished whatever he has to do, etc., etc. So I'm like, I've imported a map, I've added this mechanic, I've added that mechanic, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Transmitting it to a safe place just so if anything bugs out, I've got a fresh cut version of it in the cloud, etc., etc., just so it's all prepped. And then once I've got all the main details up, I'm gonna work on a working demo soon.
Oh, nice.
And then so I could like test this out to like whoever needs to like test it out, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And then if it's needing improvements, they send me the feedback. I work on it again, blah blah blah, etc., etc. So yeah,
So
that's
is there any certain characters you would like to have? Sorry, any certain characters you would like to add that we haven't seen in the Discord yet?
apart from the ones I've revealed in the Discord, I'm not entirely sure if I've revealed it to you, but I know you're going to be playing one character, but we can't reveal who it is yet.
Yeah.
So can't reveal who it is, but everyone else I think it's revealed because I think I might have let it slip in one live stream. I'm not entirely sure.
Are you?
They might have saw the. I think they might have saw the colors, but I'm not entirely sure if they were paying attention.
Now everybody who's seen
of the
that
model.
stream is just gonna look at every pixel and frame.
Yeah, they're gonna look at everything. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. What have I done? Like that, etc. Oh god.
Do you plan on adding the? Are you planning on adding the defenders or anyone else from that group?
I'm thinking Luke Cage because he's more city ground. Because Iron Fist, it's just like, how are you gonna animate like his fist glowing and all that? I'm like, should I? I don't know how to like get that glowness that he has in his fist, etc. But I'll probably work it out some way if I do add Iron Fist in there. I don't know yet, but I'm still after voice actors for. I think Elektra. I know she's going to be in there. Elektra is, and yeah, I think and then another one, but he's going to be revealed soon, unless unless people have looked on the stream and then saw him. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing, etc. Once I get sorted.
And like this, right? The story will change over time as it's written, and characters will, kind of move in and out. So whatever we say here might change 6 months down the road, and all that kind of stuff. So like nothing we say is permanent here. So it's everybody and anybody is welcome as long as we can find a character model for them, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If we can't find one, well, it's too bad. I can't find a model unless we hire a modeler to actually do that model, if possible. Which is going to be hard to find because I can't find anything. I'm not really good at finding modelers. I'm good at finding voice actors, though, but that's about it. But modelers, don't know where to find them. Don't know where to start on that part. Any other questions?
Well, this isn't one I had written down, but for Bullseye in the Hand, have y'all watched the Netflix Daredevil show at all?
Yeah, I watched all of them. I'm a big Daredevil fan as well. So just being able to watch the Netflix series, yeah, and just seeing this game, it's really exciting.
Yeah, I mean the show when it came out in 2015, it was like an early birthday present because it came out like 11 days before my birthday.
Really?
So I was like, a birthday present for me, a Daredevil show. And Charlie Cox has done a fantastic job as Daredevil. I couldn't
100%
see anybody else playing him live action. Also, while we're here, I don't know if you guys are aware, shout out to we were talking about the PS2 game earlier. Shout out to the developer that actually leaked the PS2 demo.
Oh, yeah.
That's online now. It's playable.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they just leaked footage of it.
No, I've tested it out as well. I've tested it.
It's playable.
That's pretty sick.
And then I got inspired to actually make my game because of that playable demo and etc. And that was like,
yeah, because I thought
3 months ago.
I thought it was just like old footage that they released. I didn't know they actually leaked the game demo.
There's levels. There's an ending to the game. Like I think it bugs out toward the end. I think there's 5 levels that don't work, if I recall correctly. But boot up your PlayStation 3 emulator software, and
or PS2 emulator software, one of the two.
Yeah, PS2 emulator software. There you go, and it'll run. It's playable.
Yeah. Any other questions? Oh, any other questions on that? After that, I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to piece together this question in my head for the Bullseye actor, because I really think the Bullseye shown in shown in that Netflix series was so good. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to wonder, like, how are you gonna go about making it like your own thing? You know what I mean? And
every actor brings their own experiences to a character, and for me, not being a murderer, you know, there's dark places that everybody can go, and the way that they wrote that particular Bullseye was terrifying and realistic, and you know, he seemed like a person that you would actually meet, you know.
yeah,
For me, you know, it's all about bringing in. I've always thought that acting is, or I was taught that acting was living truthfully under imaginary circumstances. So how would I react to this particular scenario or this particular scenario? And then that informs the character choice that I make.
yeah,
Yeah.
because especially that
Yeah.
show, they like a good majority of the show they go into like his psyche and like his like all of his experiences and what it made like him crazy because he was like a stalker at some point in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then even stuff of him going to a therapist since he was like little or something.
Yeah.
Like seeing another iteration of Bullseye and the Hand is it's exciting. And because even the like the game may not even look like much, but like I'm very excited to even be a part of this at all.
Yeah.
Even if this is as far as we go with it, like, you know, if whatever happens, like just being a part of this experience and knowing that there's a community out there and a want for this, that's something special too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'm the only one, but it's like every few years, oh, we get a Spider-Man game, we get a Marvel's Avengers game, which if you remember what that happened, that you know,
that game was a mess, but fair play to Square Enix on the Avengers game. They tried.
But
they tried their best.
It was fun though. It was a fun mess.
Yeah.
It was a fun mess, but unfortunately, the servers had to shut down. Can't say the same about Suicide Squad though.
You can still actually connect peer-to-peer on Avengers as long as you still have a copy of the game. You can play it.
Yeah.
Which I technically do have a copy still. So I'm covered on that.
It's like we get Spider-Man, we get Batman, and then recently just a Suicide Squad game, and then just where's Daredevil gonna get that spotlight, you know?
Honestly, if you want my personal theory, it's because of he debuted in that yellow suit. I think if they'd have gone a red suit from the start, he'd be just as popular because he was only 2 years after Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. You got any questions for the hand actor? Like any more?
No pressure.
It's okay. Like, it's my first time doing something like this, so like I've been struggling these past few days trying to write stuff, and I finally cracked out like an hour or two ago. Just filled up like a whole page, and y'all doing so well with your answers. Y'all managed to get like 3 to 5 out in one answer. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious actually. What martial art do you do?
Oh, I do 3 kinds. I studied Shaolin Kung Fu
Really?
for 15 years. Nope. there's a, there's just a lot of experience under my belt.
That's so cool though, man.
Yeah, so I'm a black belt. Okay, well, I'll just in short, I'm a black belt, first degree black belt in Kung Fu, a black belt in Kempo Karate, and I do Filipino um, Cali stick fighting. So
Yes.
short swords, machetes, short knives.
I'm here with Kali.
Cali, yeah.
Now
Also-
you see why I picked him.
Yeah.
How old are you, if you don't mind my asking? I mean,
I don't
it's a
mind.
lot of experience.
31.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow,
That's
Okay.
surprising.
that's impressive. That's impressive.
If you
He
had
still
if,
looks so young as well.
if you had me guess with no prior knowledge, I would have thought he was like 25, 27 at most, maybe.
Mhm.
Like that's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Keep it in good shape.
What's your skincare routine? That's a question for you. What's your skincare routine?
This is a very important part of the interview. We need to know.
We need to know.
That's the real reason why we're here.
I don't know. I guess a lot of self-care and just, just exercise.
This is right. There we go.
You could have genuinely told us that you rub mud on your face, and we'd be like, "Yeah, I'm trying
Awesome.
that next." Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I'm taking notes right now. Well, when you talked about your martial arts and stuff,
Yeah.
will you two be working to make sure like it's as accurate as possible and like, oh, this is how you strike and this is how you do this and with weapons and everything?
Yeah, whatever reactions you request, I will give you different renditions of, if I get stabbed, if I get flashed, am I being hit? Are you gonna like bash my head into a wall? Am I gonna get?
Are you
punched?
gonna do the Batman beat up thing, like the
Yeah,
thing?
so yeah, it really depends on what the character is gonna do to the hand. So
So
whatever is needed, I'll provide that if I can. So.
Well, like,
Yeah.
will y'all two work together to make those like implementing your martial arts knowledge and weapon knowledge, like putting in as much realism as possible? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. When I was doing the reactions, I basically applied to what I did as a martial artist. So sound focus, lots of shouting, obviously, and just finding the appropriate reactions.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Any other questions you got for us?
Do you have any specific team ups you're looking to do?
As our
Ooh.
characters, or just in the game in general?
Well, yeah, I guess it could go for both. If you guys end up voicing other characters in the future, or or if he has any ideas of other team ups you want to put in.
Yeah. Yeah, there is some planning for that. Just don't know when it'll be implemented, but I'm gonna try and make sure it's the best smooth experience, not like choppy and all that, like my recording software is like, but
Yeah.
etc. etc. I'm trying to make an ally system, but that's proving difficult at the minute. So like an AI character that helps you out. So like Nightwing, when he came in to help Batman in the Arkham Knight, I was like,
I love those missions, man.
I was like, should I do that for Daredevil?
With
Fighting
blind
the
spot?
hand, blind spot, anyone that I can think of, etc. But fighting the hand, and Kingpin, because I know he's been revealed, because I know I've shown him off on Reddit loads of times, like plenty of times, but we still need the voices from our actor whenever he gets a chance. I don't know when he will, but I know he's gonna. I know that will happen soon. Matt Murdock and Daredevil. I'm still waiting on voice lines like hit reactions, like how Brian's literally doing the hit reactions and all that stuff, etc. Like the grunts, etc., and all that. I will need some grunts once I get the bullseye boss in. So the hit reactions and stuff, because I will be doing the bullseye boss soon, whenever I get a chance.
Is there any certain bullseye looks you're gonna be going for or implementing?
So for me, like, it always depends because every character is every interpretation of bullseye is different. So it really depends on the type of model that we go for. Right now, we've been looking at the classic comic look with the whole the spandex, and just because, like, if your arch enemy dresses like a devil, like, why can't you have fun and get in a spandex costume too? Like,
yeah. I'm like, why can't the villain not do what the hero does, but in their own ways, etc. But not helping people, etc., etc. Wear the costume, etc.
I mean, even in the movie, like, Colin Farrell requests a costume but doesn't get one.
And I'm wondering, where's his costume?
With the movie, the Ben Affleck movie?
Yeah. There's a line where Kingpin's like, "Do you have any requests?" And he's like, "Yes, I want a fucking costume."
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Because, man,
I think that was missed.
I hated that look, man. Even as a kid, dude, I hated that look.
They adapted that look to Bendis's run when Bendis took over, because it was around 2005 or 2006.
Yeah, I think so.
He brought in the jacket bullseye, and it didn't look that bad.
Oh no, maybe it was like the indent of the bullseye on his forehead that I just hated, because I didn't start reading comics properly like till maybe high school. Is that even a thing in the comics where he has that indent, or it's just a style on his suit? Because I'm not too sure.
There is a like a multiverse story. We're all familiar with the Marvel multiverse, where Daredevil and Bullseye are fighting in the street. No, it's not a multiverse story. It's in the Bendis run. Daredevil takes a piece of glass and carves a Bullseye logo into Bullseye's head. And he's like, "This is for Karen. This is for Elektra. This is for me."
Oh my god.
Damn. He's like, next time you want to aim, there's your target.
Damn.
Daredevil goes places, man. He goes to those dark places, and I'm excited to explore that in this game. I'm glad I get to be Bullseye for that. It's like being Venom for Spider-Man. It's we're gonna do this forever because I can't stop hating you. Like,
yeah, that's fucking. I love it, dude. So, well, now, like, I'm just going off the questions off the top of my head as we talk.
Sure.
But
yeah,
with your experience in martial arts, and you said you watched the Daredevil show, is there any specific fight scenes that just really stick out to you?
Oh, for me?
Yeah. Sorry. What's y'all's names? Because I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Justin. His name is Brian.
Okay, Justin, Brian. Okay. Sorry, continue on.
Well, in the show, there's a lot of good action scenes in there. I, it's just really satisfying to see, when you see Daredevil's moment when he knows when he's being attacked just by the sound and just the slow motion. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of slow motion in the game, but that would be pretty cool to 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 see. But yeah, anything Daredevil, just like his observation, you can see him like in his world where he slows down time, and that's what's satisfying to me is just like he's using his other senses um to locate where his opponent is. So
Yeah,
I'm
like
not I'm not a blind fighter. Well, I used to wear glasses. I had LASIK surgery.
you're almost a blind fighter.
I almost yeah. Now I'm now I'm cured. So but yeah, I used to fight, without my glasses, and it was really, really tough. But you learn to get used to it, and
I imagine if
but
you never got LASIK, man, you could have been the real life Daredevil.
maybe.
All you need is that lawyer degree. That's all.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because there's this one, because I always talk about it. Anybody who I get in conversation with about that show, I think it's season 2, episode 9. It's just like 7 to 10 minute long fight, and there's barely any cuts in it, and it's just it's so nice.
There's no cuts. There's no cuts in the hallway fight scene.
You know which
season 1.
Yeah. Which one? Which one is it?
In I think it's episode 2 of season 1. If I'm it may be,
not that one.
Not
Cut
that
Man.
There's not the hallway.
Cut Man.
The
I think
one
it was Cut Man or something.
The one where him and the Punisher get done with their big ass argument. He knocks him out and protects him from those bikers that are trying to kill him. And there's maybe what, like 3-4 cuts, even if like they're really unnoticeable too. I just love that scene.
Yeah. John Bernthal as Punisher is just phenomenal.
And I'm so glad he's coming back. I'm so happy. It's like on one end of my brain doesn't want to pay attention to any leaks, but fuck, man, my brain can't help but to always be looking out for it.
I'm so behind. I've still got to watch Echo.
Oh, that's not bad.
I've watched Echo.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Pretty gory too, so.
Hell yeah.
Because it'll
satisfy your blood lust.
And it didn't, because I mean, at least to me, with She-Hulk, it was just about like, because I really hope nobody takes offense watching the stream. But for She-Hulk, it was just like, oh, we're women, we're better. But for Echo, it was like actually like showing us like what she can do, and you know what I mean, as a character and who she is. And
if I'm not mistaken, I've heard that that's actually pretty accurate to a comic run. I think they were adapting a comic run for She-Hulk there.
Really?
But in terms of what we're talking about, I think Daredevil's only in there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, like
all together.
Yeah.
Because
plus the ending, but that's about it as well.
Because there's a scene in the courtroom, and then there's a scene where they go apprehend that one guy in the frog suit. I don't know why I can't think of his fucking name. And then
Leapfrog.
Yeah, Leapfrog. And he's then in the for like 2 minutes in the final episode, I think.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed their relationship, even though they haven't had much of one in the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Who is your favorite Daredevil love interest?
Wow. I'm thinking Elektra. Yeah. I'm just gonna have a quick break. If you have any questions for the other actors, I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
1 second, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Brian's thinking really hard right now. I'm gonna let him
Yeah, me
think.
too. Me too. Cause man,
Yeah.
Matt gets around in the comics, dude.
Matt
Yeah.
gets around, I think, the most of any Marvel character, maybe second to Spider-Man.
For real, bro. Oh man.
There's so many good ones out there. There's I don't know, like it's really hard to choose because there's so many unique characters and it's
Yeah.
What a diplomatic answer, Brian. I expected nothing less. I'll leave you with the way that Charlie Cox himself phrased it. Elektra is like a college romance that you know is too crazy, but you have to do it.
That's
So
true.
she comes back and you're like, we can do it again. Let's get nuts. Karen is
More
the
like
girl
grounded.
that Karen is the girl. When Matt is with Karen, Matt is the ideal Matt that he wants to be.
Oh shit! I never thought about it that way.
So, because he's the read if you haven't, Daredevil Yellow, Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. After the death of Karen Page. Sorry, I always get choked up when I think about it. And it's basically a love letter to Karen, and also one of the just short little yellow suit story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty into the Elektra love interest. I wasn't quite keen on the Karen one myself. I wasn't quite keen on it, so I was like, maybe. But the thrill of Elektra being what's it? I was like glued.
I think the only other one that I think of when I think of romances is Mila, the blind lady that he saved from a truck accident. No powers whatsoever, just she happened to come at the worst time of his life, at least for this run, and make it all better. And the way that was ended, like, Bendis gets a lot of flack these days for the way that he writes, but back in the mid 2000s when he was doing Ultimate Spider-Man and things like that, around this time when he was doing Daredevil, he could not be topped in my opinion. Like, he's one great. And Cal and I were talking about this earlier, or I mentioned it somewhere. There are no bad Daredevil runs.
That's true.
There are wacky ones. There are ones you may not be into, but it's because he's not as popular as Spider-Man. The editorial doesn't care, so the writers can do what they want. But also, you're gonna put the top writers on him. He's not just a throwaway character. So you get all these really good stories, and you don't get stories where, like, Daredevil's wife leaves him for this other guy, and it goes for 3 years, and you just see Matt Murdock be sad all the time. You get to see Matt Murdock be sad because he's Daredevil. He can't be happy unless you're Mark Waid. But it's just, that's how we get consistently good stories. And I think because Daredevil is kind of an underdog in both the way that he is the character and his popularity, I think that's what draws a lot of people to him. I think if he was as popular as Spider-Man or Batman, I think people would not be as excited about things like what we're doing here, or that a PS2 demo got released, or something of that nature. He gets a Netflix show because, like, Gotham's great, but like, how many people were like, "Yay, more Batman stuff"?
That is true because like I love that show, but it just feels like every year now we get a Batman thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Batman's great. I love Batman.
But I just want to see more DC characters instead of just Batman copy and pasted every year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one thing I hate with the CW show, they will change any black character. I mean, they will change any white, redheaded, but then cast someone who's the complete opposite to that character, but never even think about bringing in Spawn, fucking Static Shock, anybody. You know what I mean?
I just recently started rewatching the Static Shock show.
Dude, I loved that show growing up, man.
So good.
Yeah.
And like all these characters they can choose from, they're like, you know what? Let's do Batman one more time.
Also, fun fact, I didn't know this. His name is just Static. It's not Static Shock. His name is Static.
I thought it was.
I never knew that.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I hear?
No, that's the name of the show, and that's what everybody thinks his name is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel so dumb.
Also, while we're here on fun DC facts, the Robin in Teen Titans is Dick Grayson.
Yes, I don't know how people thought it was anybody else, man, because there was literally an episode where he goes and turns into Nightwing for like half of this show or something.
It's the bow staff. It's just become like an iconic Robin weapon because of Tim Drake, but but Daredevil, we have a Daredevil game coming out that we're working on. Do you remember the Daredevil game?
Sorry, I got sidetracked.
No, we get on we're nerds. We get on comic tangents.
You see, and then this is why it's cool being in the space working on this type of shit. You know?
Yeah.
And sorry if I cuss or whatever. It's just how I speak. Especially like stuff I'm passionate about. I'll, throw shit around.
Yeah. So I'm just checking if I've been talking with my mic off for so long. I hope I didn't screw up. I'm literally hoping I didn't screw up. I'm literally just hoping. Oh no!
He's watching the screen.
Oh no! I was trying to make a joke, say we couldn't hear him.
Yeah, he was trying to make you think your mic wasn't working.
Jesus.
There's an old Fred had a short bit, the guy that plays the Hulk, where he'll just start talking, and then he'll just, and then the audio engineer guys will be like, what's wrong with our equipment? And he'll be like, no, I'm good. And then he'll do the read, and then they'll cut him off. In the middle of his actual performance.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I was not talking whatsoever on the first half. So I'm hoping you recorded on my voice.
Yeah, I've been recording everything in OBS.
Oh, thank God. I've screwed up on the mic. I forgot to turn it on. I've only managed to turn it on. You had one job,
turn on the mic so you could throw it, so you could talk into it.
I had one job and I failed.
That's okay. If you want me to, I'll send my
like
clip to you.
the VOD or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
VOD because I screwed up. So
also shout out to your profile picture for having the correct Wolverine colors.
Thanks, man. I swear, like, Wolverine is one of my favorite characters ever. Like,
and
Y'all know how that Wolverine and Deadpool movie is coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already told him about it, but not y'all. But me and my buddy are. It was just a joke because he's tall and likes guns, and in any game we play, likes to kill in any which way possible. But I'm short, and I like fighting melee, being as close as I can. So we made a joke about dressing up as Wolverine and Deadpool, but now we're actually doing it. I know that I've been just dedicating everything to look like Wolverine. So
Gotta work on those mutton chops.
Bro, man. Like mid-January, I like went crazy learning Hugh Jackman's diet, workout, fucking everything, dude.
Yeah.
He has he's got no legs. Have you seen his? There was a
what?
There was there was a gym workout picture I saw of him where he was all like top heavy, and then you look down, he was wearing shorts and he had like no legs, and I was like, bro,
where's the legs? Where's the legs?
Where are your legs?
Where's that animals?
Interesting. I don't think I've seen that.
Any other questions?
I'll have to. I'll find that picture and I'll send it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because man, it was difficult trying to write good questions, and write stuff that starts the conversation and
Well, we've been at this for a little over an hour, so
we've been live for an hour, so that is, and half of it's got no mic off from me, but mics on everyone else. So
anybody that actually wanted to know about the development of the game, check you out on live stream while you're editing it. But you will get that. We'll fix it in post. That's what we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, post production and all that stuff. I'll probably upload a VOD or something once I get the recording of this, just so I can post it on my channel. Because I think I've screwed up on the live stream on it. But oh well, we move anyway.
I think we've got to let Brian go. He. I was trying to think of a joke for your skincare, like his skin needs help, but it doesn't. So my improv is failing me.
I think I got through all the questions.
You had a page of questions. How many questions did you actually write down?
So
yeah, I'm calling you out in the stream. Why not?
Because why not?
22 questions in total, but there were like 2 or 3 y'all managed to answer like 5 in just one sentence. So I was like, fuck.
That's okay.
And then I tried to ask y'all as we was talking, and from when you was talking about martial arts and your history with reading Bullseye stuff and that certain Bullseye comic and everything, and so I was just trying to ask as I go.
Yeah, you did well, actually.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah,
because it's the first time doing something like this and been stressing for a few days.
But now it's finally over for you.
Yeah,
finally
actually sleep soundly.
Out of the way.
Yeah.
Brian can get back to exfoliating. I got it. He can get back to exfoliating. There we go.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
I had to get it out. I'm sorry.
And I generally didn't think it was already that long. Like,
time flies, so.
Yeah.
Time flies. So
physics and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I sent y'all my channel if y'all want to check it out for whenever I upload this video, either tomorrow afternoon.
I'll put a link to your channel on the VOD because this one I've screwed up on the mic bit on the start. So
because I've been
Don't mind me.
wanting to make a video like cohesively covering this game and development and everything for a while, but you know, now just finally sat down and cracked down and got to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So at least we've got everything sorted and all that.
So
Well, thanks for putting this together. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope to do it
thank
again.
you for taking this project like on your shoulders basically, and like trying to deliver like
man.
a AAA video game made by like one person, you know?
One person and the other person on the break.
Because it'll be awesome to
yeah
to build like a snowball effect and get more developers, you know.
Well, that's what I was trying to say earlier, and I'll make this point quick. I know I'm a little long-winded, but like, even if it goes no further than this, like we've accomplished like something with like just sparking interest, and like you've got a product in your hands that we've all contributed to.
Right.
So even if it doesn't like get picked up, or we don't get rights or whatever, like we've worked on something together, and we've made something that we all like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if you just pass that around to the actors and the writers and stuff and be like, here's what you made, like, that would be something.
Yeah. Like, not all time has been wasted, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
like everyone,
as we get like more voice actors into the project, we can do this again, you know.
Yeah, once we get a chance, and hopefully that next time I do this, my mic's actually on this time, because I screwed up big time on the mic on the very first half of it. So the first half an hour, I was like, no mic whatsoever.
Well, speaking of video games, I have to get back to Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh,
Brian
nice,
has
dude.
to exfoliate. Yeah.
Fucking love Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. I will be probably editing the game whilst I'm waiting for stuff. So I'll probably be editing the game while I'm after this.
Yeah, and I'll probably be editing this video.
Well, thank you so much for this.
Say it again.
Thank you so much for this. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we end the stream slash thingy?
I guess we should say who we are. I'm sorry. So just to wrap everybody else up, because we went on a lot of tangents, my name is Justin Taylor Luna. I'm the voice of Bullseye in the Untitled Fan Daredevil game.
And I'm James. I'm a voice actor for an unannounced character. So
Yep. I'm Cal. I'm the developer and
I'm Brian.
Manager of the thing.
Oh,
yep. You could continue.
Okay. I'm Brian, and I'm a voice actor. I've been doing it for 5 years now.
So what? Actually, I want to get this real quick. What stuff have you been in? So when I edit this, I can like put it. You know what I mean? I could edit in text saying like what you've voice acted in. Besides this.
Mostly commercial work. I voiced my first animation at the end of beginning of December. That's not going to be out yet, so I don't want to announce anything yet.
Oh, okay. Brian and sorry, I'm trying to remember y'all's names.
You got it. I believe in you.
I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why.
I'm just gonna make you sit in awkward silence for a second. It's Justin.
Fuck. Justin.
Oh dear.
Have you been another voice acting besides this?
I have, but this is actually my first one that has been published. Everything else has been fan projects that have not seen the light of day.
Okay.
just various. I did a Civil War documentary one time that never saw the light of day. Just because fan projects, that's another thing, is that fan projects rarely get to this point.
Yeah.
So that's like I said, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So I have something I can actually show my family and be like, look, this is not a waste of time.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
should be updating my website soon of the recent stuff I've been working on. It'll probably be this summer that'll be posting, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
Mostly,
so if you got a link to that website, I could put it on the VOD and all that,
yeah, for
if
sure.
possible.
Yeah, once everything has been announced, I'll make it public and I'll share with everyone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great talking to you guys.
Yeah, take care.
Yep.
Thank
All right. I'm gonna end the stream
you.
here now.